A large part of our Well-Connected Communities work has been seeking and listening to community voices. From the beginning, our coalition wanted the work to address real community needs, as voiced by the community. And one way that we've sought youth voice is through Photovoice. Photovoice is a community-based qualitative research method that uses photos and captions to influence social change. Photovoice has been very powerful in telling the stories of youth who may not otherwise be listened to in our community. And the creative and artistic process of Photovoice has allowed for an openness in dialogue around some sensitive equity issues. So thanks to Well-Connected Communities, 4-H's True Leaders in Equity Institute, and Nebraska Extension, the youth were equipped to start their own Photovoice project. And they specifically looked at the mental health impacts on immigrant youth who experience dual navigation. And they have coined the term dual navigation, and that means that it's older youth who have experienced navigating into a new country and doing that for themselves while also being old enough to help their families navigate that new country. So they've had a role of extra responsibility and sometimes extra pressures in that dual navigation.
Refugee youth have a lot of pressure on them because of they need to navigate a new country, learn a new language, and also learning the culture, navigating it in a new country, new laws, new policies, and learning all of that and explaining that to their parents and kind of like helping them navigate it as well.
From my personal experience, coming to the United States, I have to help go and translate for my parent a lot of time, especially last summer where I deal with the insurance for my parents because of the car accident. I go through a lot of mental pressure.
It is very important to know that immigrants and refugees, they do not take mental health as a serious thing. They really don't. They think that if you want to seek out, just like talk to someone in person, that you're crazy or something, and that is not okay. And what they don't understand is that, you have to reach out and seek for help.
There is a huge expectation from parents, and that can put a lot of pressure on you and for your mental health, and is draining because sometimes you think about how you don't want to go to school and all that, and then you realize that your parent came here and it's different for them, for us, because we get a chance to go to school and all that, and sometimes it just make us feel guilty, I guess.
Well-Connected Communities has been integral in creating spaces for youth to be leaders in community change efforts, and specifically in creating equitable opportunities for immigrant and refugee youth to be involved. Being able to pay these youth for their involvement has been critical. As we learned from the most recent Photovoice project, many migrant youth are getting jobs and contributing to their household income. So being able to be involved in a fee-for-service 4-H program that's more traditional isn't really an option for them. So by us being able to provide them with stipends for their time and their talent has made all the difference in them being able to be involved as leaders in their communities.
To be honest, the best part about it is being a leader. I am able to show that I can stand up and help immigrants and refugees, which is what I always want to do. I always want, to help others and to be a leader and show that, you have the power, whether you're a girl or whoever you are, you have power. It empowers others to do the same thing.
What I hope to accomplish with this project is to be this first step in bringing awareness into the issues of mental health that immigrants and refugees feel when they're translating for their parents and helping their parents navigate a new country.
I really liked how you have people that understand and get how you feel, and you know that they can relate to you and all that, and you have someone to talk to.
The best part about leading this Photovoice is that I get to hear other immigrant and refugee youth voice and their story. It makes me reflect on myself, how I'm not the only one going through this problem. There are many more immigrant and refugee youth that are going through this problem.
Youth leaders have been helping us do work that we couldn't do without them. They're helping us identify real community issues, and they're helping us with creativity and thinking outside the box when proposing solutions.
For us immigrants and refugees, we have to go through a difficult time because we go through mental health. And we decided that this wasn't just us dealing with it, it's almost every immigrant and refugee youth, and this was great opportunity to reach out to others and let them know you're not alone and we need to speak up about it. I want others to know that it is very important, and especially for immigrants and refugee youth, that if they are seeking help, it's not just because it's a simple thing, it's actually a huge thing that they're dealing with, and it's very important for them to get that help that is needed.
Chose to participate in this project because it's cool, like how you can share your voice through photography and photos. And I wanted to share my experience as an immigrant and how my life was here and how it made an impact.
I was hoping this project will bring more awareness to youth and immigrant mental health in the community. And then through this project, I also hope that all those youth that participate in this project, it will bring them some healings.
So what I want people to know and do about this project is that taking this as a first step in bringing awareness to that there is issues that refugee kids face, and making sure that refugee kids and immigrants have the support that they need.
Our hope now is that our community listens to these youth. And with the immigrant and refugee hub that Lincoln is, we need our community to listen. And really it comes down to providing more translation services. And it probably boils down to money. Money to be able to pay people with language skills a fair and equitable and just wage for their talents, regardless of their degree. And the ability for the organizations that need those translation services to put that funding into their fee structures and into their grants so that they can pay the fair and equitable wage, so that the pressure is not landing on the youth of the families to translate for their families.